All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah HaKadosh. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that rule well and for giving this 100% truth. All right, so I want to get into Revelation 4, a little short breakdown going into the vision that John the Revelator was given on the island of Patmos, where he was exiled to for the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the angel was revealing to him, giving him understanding what he was seeing. Okay, so this is verse 1. After this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show you these things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit. So John the Revelator is getting this divine revelation, okay, from his angel. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. Okay, that one sat on the throne was Yahweh. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight like unto an emerald. Okay, so he's seeing the Heavenly Father and describe what he looked like, okay, what he's seen. Okay, so if you go, I got it pulled up already. This jasper stone, sardis stone. Okay, this is what John the Revelator is seeing. All right, which we know with where you get your. This is what a so-called Negro will look like. Okay, so or what like a ruddy reddish brown color. All right, so this is what John the Revelator is saying. So proving that the Heavenly Father is a so-called black man. All right, just like the angels in Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, and round about the throne were 24 seats upon. There's 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders. Okay, 24 elders, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crown of gold. And out the throne proceeding lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High. Okay, so let's go to get that understanding of that. Let's go to Tobit 12 and 15. It says, I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, okay, which present the prayers of the saints and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. Okay, and the saints are the Israelites. All right. So 7 spirits are the 7 holy angels. All right. So Zechariah, let's go to Zechariah 4 and 10. It says, For who have despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel. With those 7, they are the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh, which run to and fro through the whole earth. Okay? So those 7 spirits are the eyes of Yahweh. Okay, the 7 holy angels. Let's go back to Revelations. Verse 5. I'll read verse 5 again. And out of that throne proceeding lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal, and in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind. Okay, and the 4 beasts represents the four archangels, which are Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel. Okay, verse 7, and the first beast was like a lion, and the second beast like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle. And the fourth beast had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, holy, Yahweh, power almighty, which was and is and it's to come. Okay, and this is the same vision that Ezekiel had, right? Ezekiel 1:5 goes into that as well. It says, we start at verse 5. And also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of the four living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. Everyone had four faces, and everyone had four wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. Okay, we'll jump to 9. It said their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went everyone straight forward. As for the likeness of their face, they have four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle. All right, so that's the same what John the Revelator is seeing as well. Slocky, my dog crying. Anyway, so let's go to in verse 9. It says, and when those beasts give glory and honor and thanks to him that sat on the throne, who liveth forever and ever, the 24 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne and worship him that lived forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Okay, so pretty much it's going to like pretty much the things that Yahweh Bashiach Shai created were created for a purpose. Okay, and there's no thing that's imperfect, right? Let's go to Sirach. I think it's 42:24. Okay, so this is Sirach 42:24. All things are double one against another, and he hath made nothing imperfect. One thing established the good or another, and who shall be filled with beholding his glory? Okay, so the Heavenly Father created things for his purpose. Okay, everything was created for a purpose. Okay, let's go back to 4. We'll read that again. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Okay, so everything was created for a purpose. Okay, for the will of Yahweh Bashiach Shai. All right, so I know this is a short little topic. Revelation 4 is short, but I hope this video was edifying, and I want to say shalom.